What is up, everybody? It's your boy AJ Trip, and welcome to another word according to me. This one comes to us from AskMen.com. The link to the original article is in the description box down below. But I'm going to go ahead and read this for you, and read the article, and then I'll give you my opinions on it as afterwards. This one is called "Dating Your Friend's Ex." Is it ever acceptable to date your friend's ex? The dating nerd gets real. The dating nerd is the guy who has written this article. It says here that the dating nerd is a shadowy figure whose whereabouts and identifying details remain unknown. He's from parts unknown in the wrestling business. What we do know is that he is really good at dating. He's been on more dates than you can shake a lengthy bar tab at, and he's here to help the average guy step his dating game up a notch or seven. It starts like this. The question: Hi, dating nerd. I'm in a pickle. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been hanging out with a close friend's ex-girlfriend, platonically, after we ran into each other at Starbucks. We have a real connection, and I can't stop thinking about her. I'm kind of obsessed, and I think she wants to take it to the next level too. The problem is my friend had a deep relationship with this girl, and I think he's still kind of in love with her. So what do I do here? Can I get away with dating my friend's ex? Will he be able to handle this? Obsessed Owen. Now he writes the answer. Carlos, but it's Obsessed Owen. I don't know. Okay, whatever. This is a tough one because dating your friend's ex is one of the most essential dating taboos. Don't date your ex is right up there with don't bring up over email, for a good reason, which is that people never really get over significant romantic relationships. Not really. I don't mean that you can never be happy again after breaking up with someone. Of course you can, but it's largely a matter of compartmentalizing. Hold on, let me try that again. Of course you can, but it's largely a matter of compartmentalizing. Okay, that's a freaking word. You get a new and even prettier girlfriend, or hang out with your friends more, or you get into jiu-jitsu or knitting. You get a new life so you don't have to spend all your time sitting around and crying about your old one like the baby you are. Sure, people will talk about their old relationships and say that they're over it, or that it wasn't meant to be, or pepper you with other related nonsense phrases. But what they mean is that they're not thinking about it right now. All of those old wounds stick around, just waiting to be reopened. You're always going to feel weird when you see your ex, at least a little bit. If you're still friends with your ex, it wasn't that serious, or it's still serious. And if you are dating your friend's ex, you're telling your friend that your romantic feelings are more important than their happiness. I think that's a problem I think I have right there. I think that's the problem I'm going to have right there. But like I said, I'm going to get to my opinions in a minute. Because they're going to see you holding hands with their ex and remember how nice that felt. And if you think they won't envision you having sex together, you're being naive. Of course, that's going to hurt. Inherently, it's a selfish thing. You're saying, screw you and your silly emotions, I've got to get laid. Even starting a discussion about this, even coming to your friend and bringing up the subject, would seem like kind of a dick move. Does this mean that you should never ever date a friend's ex? Well, actually no. It means that it's a bad idea, but that's not the same as never do it. True chemistry between people is incredibly rare. It's possible that you've got an uncommon romance on your hands. Maybe this is your future wife, or muse, or whatever it is that you're looking for. If this is the case, you'd be missing out on years of potential passion if you passed up on this girl for the sake of sparing your friend's feelings. Like I've said, this is a tough one. You've got a hell of a decision to make. Accordingly, you should treat this like any other important decision, which is to say that you should get as much information as possible. First, be real with yourself. Is this girl really special to you? Is there an actual uncommon reaction between you? Some sort of deep compatibility. Compatibility. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't speak today. I'm sorry, I apologize, y'all. That's worth alienating your friend for. Or is she just an attractive person who you find attractive too? Those two things are so easily confused. Approach these questions with the maximum possible skepticism about yourself. If you feel fluttery every time you talk to a pretty girl, keep that in mind. If you're currently lonely and you really need to get laid, consider that maybe you're just desperate. And dwell on the fact that some of the excitement right now just comes from the taboo nature of this potential relationship. Because, like everyone else, you want what's off limits. If I were a betting man, I'd bet that your crush on this girl is just like any other crush. It's a fun illusion which, if pursued, might reveal a great relationship or might not. Odds are that's what this is. In which case, you should probably just sigh, move on, and hit up your own live dating site of choice, where you can find lots of other crush-worthy women. I found this out the hard way. In a similar situation, Tom, one of my childhood friends, was kind of bummed out until he met Josie, a fast-talking, high-energy woman who brought him out of his shell. They had a sparkling relationship. They were one of those couples that just radiated warm, gooey, nauseating passion, and I was super envious of it. Also, obviously, Josie was an outrageously foxy person. One of those girls where it feels like your eyeballs are being manipulated. There was one only weird thing about her, which is that I would occasionally catch her looking at me a little funny. I suspected that she had a low-key crush on me. About a year after she dumped Tom abruptly, leaving him a sniveling wreck, I discovered I was correct. We ran into each other at a party. Flirting with each other was easy. Taking each other's clothes off was easy, and it felt like fate, absolute magic. And it kept feeling like absolute magic for about a month. At which point, I discovered she was kind of boring, or at least we bored each other. In the end, I got 5 dates out of it in exchange for a irreparably ruined friendship. Tom found out, and he never forgave me. Now, if you're sure that this is not you, that this is real love you're looking at, then what you have to do is tell your friend what's up. Tell your friend about your intentions. Ask him, is there any way you can make the process easier for him? This conversation will not go well, because again, you're declaring to an old friend that you're prepared to disregard his feelings. That's the truth of the situation. There are no two ways about it. It's going to hurt. Even if you say all the nice things you should say, that you're still going to be his friend, that you're going to try to not Instagram this girl obsessively, etc., etc. Ultimately, dating a friend's ex is inadvisable. You know that. But sometimes you have to do inadvisable things for love. I'll leave this out right now. Get back to it. Okay, so now here's what I think about this. Now he has some good points about about how you should go about this, your feelings and his feelings and personal feelings and things like that. And this is actually funny because This came to me about a couple of days after, in a Facebook group, someone posted almost like the same thing where her best friend was getting ready to date her ex, and they were questioning about it. And I had put in there that you know you can't ask somebody to try to give up true love. You give up the ability to find love. For you. You can't do it. Basically, I just kind of said that in another way, but that's basically what I meant. And some people are just like, nah, it's about that. She can go on and get us and this friend, and somebody else chimed in and said that they've lost two people that they don't, that care about. But I just think that's the wrong way to go about it. Now, full disclosure here, I've never been in this situation. I probably never will be in this situation for a myriad of reasons. However, if I had a friend, if I had a girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend, and my friend started to date her, yes, I'm sure that the feelings would be hurt. My feelings would, it would be hurt, and it would be, a feeling of, this and that, all type of feelings. The feelings of is he having sex? Is he better in bed than me? Is he all the things that go in your mind. I'm sure that will go about. But in my opinion, that's coming from me. In my opinion, love is one of the greatest things out there. There's a quote that is from Smallville that I think, I think that I need to make into a meme and put out there on the internet. In the TV show Smallville, at one point, Justin Hartley, who played the Green Arrow, he's talking to Tom Welling, who plays Clark Kent, aka Superman, but then they never called him Superman because that was their thing. But he's talking about he was in a relationship with Chloe and things like that. I believe that's what. Yeah, he was in a relationship with Chloe. Was Green Arrow, and Chloe had gone away, disappeared for a while, and he was starting to miss her, and something like that. And he goes to Clark. He talks to her, and I think Clark is having he's having things about his feelings for Lois and things like that. And he comes out and he tells Clark that living life without love isn't living, it's existing. And I like that. I like that quote a lot, and I think that's such a good quote. I do think that to live your life without love, it is just existing. You're not living. And I think that's good, and I think that's a good thing to think about, and that's why I would say this situation is when you're talking about dating a friend, dating a friend's ex. I think, and sure, there are a lot of things about that. They can find love in other places. There are a myriad of people out there that that you can go and try to find love with and things like that. But that being said, there might and I know we live in a world where there's a lot of divorce and a lot of separation and things like that. I fully believe that we're not meant to be monogamous people and all of that good stuff, right? But there is something about a deep, intriguing, passionate love that if you can find that I don't think nobody should be all well, no, I shouldn't say that, because we all have preferences, and we all have are things that we like in people or we don't like and things like that. So, but if that person fits all your check marks of what he and she is, and what you would want to be, and what you would want to have in a perfect mate, in a match, in a love partner, in someone you want to have a long lasting relationship with, then I think without question you have to go for it. And if that is your best friend's ex, I think that you, as the best friend, or the friend, or the best friend, whatever, you need to kind of put your feelings aside. they're talking about, how, does, saying that the person who's dating the ex, you're not respecting or living up to their feelings. But I also think that when it comes to love, what, there's old saying, all's fair in love and war, right? And I think that's this is fair. Dating somebody's ex is fair. If you can find love with that person, then fine. I think you have to go for it. I really do. I think there's kind of this is not, I think you have to do that. And if you can find love that way, then you have to go for it. Let's take, for example, right? It's the Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes, Jimmy Fox stuff, right? Now, Jimmy Fox and Katie Holmes have not come out and talked about their relationships or anything like that. But for the most part, I think we all think that they are a couple. So let's go on the assumption that they are a couple, right? And and you've got Jimmy Fox dating Katie Holmes, who was married to Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise and Jimmy Fox have seem to be friends because of the movie that they did, that taxi movie, whatever. So and a lot of people say, well, Jimmy Fox shouldn't have been creeping on Katie Holmes and things like that, but it did not work with Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise. So if it works here, then Tom Cruise shouldn't have a problem. He should be A-okay with this. He should be A-okay with this thing, right? This relationship. And if Tom Cruise isn't, well, then I guess that's okay too. That's okay too. I would say this, that you are going to be losing out on somebody that you think is a friend. Jamie Foxx. I don't think Jamie Foxx is a bad guy. He's trying to find the love of his life, and if he finds that in Katie Holmes, then Tom should be happy for Jamie. That's not, the only thing he should be worried about with Katie Holmes is that she's bringing in a good man to be around their child. That's the only thing he should be worried about, right? So that's just the way I see it. I think that's the way, at least that's why I think that's the best way to go about this. Now, if like I said, I can't tell you how to feel and like that. If that's not the way you feel, and you feel betrayed, and you feel, that your best friend turned your back, turned their back on you. Like I said, I can't help that you feel the way you feel, but I would like to say that, take some time and think about it. Truly think about it. Do you really want to end a friendship because they're dating somebody that you dated? That really shouldn't be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? That really, because you're gonna, they just want to find love. That's all they want to do. Is find the one person that they can be with. And if that's your ex, you should be happy for him because you're their friend, right? You're their friend. So, yeah, in this article says, you need to think about it, but you need to go into everything like that. And maybe you do, but I would say to anybody out there who has the ability to find love, go for it. Now, as I say that doesn't mean that you should try to break them up. You shouldn't try to break. Now, that's where a friendship should end. If you try to sneak in while they are together, dating or married or something like that, and then still hurt him or her away from your best friend, then yeah, that's when the friendship should be over. Because because of that, you being a home wrecker. But if you've already broken up, and like in this scenario that the guy wrote to to the other guy. You know, it was over a year. And over a year, they're breaking up over a year, and bam, that's who she was. You gotta go for it. Gotta go for it. Nothing beats love. You gotta go for it. So yeah, that would be my thing. Once again, I think if you, just to reiterate, when it comes to dating a friend's ex, I know you want to respect their feelings and you don't want to lose that friend, but you don't want to lose the possible love of your life, the love that love that that they make movies about, that they write books about, you know. And so some people say that it's not like that in real life, in the movies and something like that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. It's that love that that lasts forever. We've all heard the stories about the elderly couple who dies within several days of each other because one passed away and the other one couldn't live without her or him, and then they passed away several days because they lost the love. So we've heard their stories, and so I just think that's what you can't find that. It's hard to find that. And if that is your best friend's ex, you got to go for it. And I believe, in my opinion, as the best friend, you got to get over your shit and support that, because that's that's your ex. That's not the person that you still may be in love with, but you're not dating anymore. And that's your best friend. You need to be happy for your best friend. But I know people out there are going to disagree with me, and if you do, post down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Tell your stories, about if you have one, or if you know of one. Tell the stories. Let us know, what your feelings are about this. And if you agree with me, same thing. If something happens in best friend's ex and things like that, let's figure it out. Again, my opinion, as a best friend, gotta congratulate them. Hopefully they find that love, and you gotta go on and find yours. But be happy for your best friend. Don't end the friendship. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there, and I am out.